This is The Bad Listener with Danny Stroh.
Well, you're catching me at a good time because I've been very like music oriented
Oh,
lately.
yeah?
Yeah. Like I'm trying to do that I wanted to do, and I was like, oh, you got the album over there.
Yep.
I forgot you're gonna pull it out. Yeah, I'm trying to do that I've been wanting to do like forever, but I was just like too embarrassed to do. So like singing in public.
Oh, right,
You know,
right,
I'm
right.
I'm not like I still don't think I'm that good, but I think I can, you know, I'm not headlining, but if I'm at a bar, I think, you know, I want to be able to be like, "Oh, let's go." My grandfather used to sing. He was in a band, like a
Okay.
doo-wop band. So
Wow.
I feel like
Does
it's
he have
like
any
in the
records?
genes. He definitely does. I
Oh, yeah,
forgot what they
really?
were called. I gotta ask him.
Oh, man, that's too
But
funny.
yeah, man, it was legit. And you know, I remember seeing him at family parties, like singing and stuff. And like,
Yeah,
wow,
yeah.
like I was like, it takes balls to do that, though. You know?
I mean, I think it's like, it's part of your personality, right? You enjoy performing for people, so it's like
Yeah.
for somebody who doesn't do it, it seems like it takes a
Yeah.
lot, but
Yeah,
I
because
gue
I
I
don't have
guess
the
if
confidence that I'm that good at it. I'm just like, I hear some people go, "Oh, you have good voice," and I'm like, "All right, well, I do like to sing. I don't know, like maybe I should just do it. I don't know." But yeah, I've been doing that. I'm actually Friday night. So before I got here, I have a piano at home, and I
Mhm,
had a guy come and tune it,
mhm.
and I've been to like some of his gigs before because he plays like he plays the piano. He plays what's the accordion.
Accordion, wow.
Yeah.
It's old school.
And I went to one of his gigs once, and they asked me if I wanted to like sing anything, and I didn't have the stones to do it. This was like last year. I drew a blank, like all the songs I sing, and all of a sudden I was just like, I don't know what you're talking about. But yeah, today was a crazy day because like today I had him do that, him come, and he's like, "We're playing on Friday. If you want to sing something this time," and I was like, maybe I will. So I suggested "Knocking on Heaven's Door."
Uh-huh.
And earlier today, I had an hour studio time with my friend Mark, who's very musical, very like he used to have his own band,
Mhm.
and we like just jammed for an hour, and I have like that recording. So he was like, "Yeah, he's pretty good." I'm like, "All right,
With y
let's do it."
with you on the guitar or the piano?
He was playing the guitar, and I was just singing.
Oh, and you were singing.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, yeah,
alright,
yeah.
cool.
So it's like a cool time. So like doing this and going through all this stuff, and you know, it's just like, all right, let's just roll with it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's cool, man. I get so much appreciation for those guys who can just like there's a guy with a piano and a guitar. Let's throw a couple songs together. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like you ever see that like live is
Yeah.
crazy. That's what's so cool about like jazz music. When you go watch jazz music, you know, they'll just have
I've been
like
going. I've been going the last like
oh yeah, you
I've been
just I was
going
gonna
like
say you just
every week. I've been going like Tribeca. I went to um I went to the Roxy Hotel,
mhm.
and they have like live music almost I think every night, but I've been going like the last 2 or 3 Thursday nights,
Okay.
and they have like the same kind of crew. And yeah, they just like you could tell if you pay attention, they're like kind of making it up as they go because
Oh
you'll
yeah,
see them
yeah.
do this, and then the next guy will come in, and then they'll like back
Yeah.
off. Like they have an idea, but it's almost like a
Yeah.
loose itinerary, you know?
Yeah, and I mean, it's not just for that genre of music. I've seen other genres, you know, guys just start picking up instruments and just put something together,
Yeah,
or like even if it's a cover, but just like uncoordinated. Somebody
yeah.
picks up a mic and say, you know what I mean?
It's so cool.
It's so cool to see that,
I
you
went
know.
to another jazz club on Friday night called Smalls. It's
Okay, I think I heard of it.
they the guy that was singing like said it's like one of the it's like a cornerstone jazz spot in New York City.
Yeah,
And you know, it's like it's got that like Comedy Cellar vibe where it's just like in the basement, it's hot as shit, and like everybody's sweating. It was March and everybody's sweating. So I can imagine what it's like in July. And after the guy did his set with his whole crew, like the bass player stayed for a little bit, and then the drummer stayed for a little bit, and then they started having like random people come in with their own instruments
yeah,
and just like, all right, you're up, and then it was just like oscillating in and out,
right, right.
and the music never stopped. They
Right.
went till 4 a.m. It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a few. They just closed, I think, one of the oldest jazz clubs in Manhattan a couple of years ago. I can't remember which one it was because I know Birdland was one of the big ones, right? There was a couple that were like, there's a couple like really, really old school ones that have been there forever. I've never actually gotten to go to one. I've seen live jazz, but not at like a jazz club.
Okay.
I've always wanted to go to a jazz
Yeah.
club, and now I'll have to wait another 20 years. But
Why?
it's hard
because you have
It's
kids.
yeah. I don't know. I can't justify getting a babysitter because I feel like going to see some jazz.
I
You
got
know
you.
what I mean?
Well, you don't have
They
to.
at least got to be in.
You don't
like,
have to bring Kristen.
Middle
Just
school.
go by yourself.
That's worse.
I'm just
That's
kidding.
even worse.
I'm just kidding.
No, yeah. I've been at bars where like there'll be a couple guys come in with jazz instruments. You know where you used to be able to go see jazz? What was the name of the place? Adobe Blues.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you
Okay.
remember before it closed
Yeah.
down?
I used to.
So
They closed down because they were letting underage people in or something like that.
is that why it closed?
I don't know because
I heard he sold it.
I remember being there underage, so I'm just guessing.
Oh, I don't. Well, yeah. I mean, I don't know about their. I don't know if I was ever there before I was 21 because it's not really like my neighborhood.
Yeah.
But they would. I think it was like Friday or Saturday night or whatever it was. I forget what day of the week it was. They would have like at a certain point they would close the kitchen and then like that. That dining area
Yeah, I
after it
remember
was
that.
emptied out, or like when the last couple of tables were there, they would set up.
Yeah.
Jazz guys would come in and set up and play
Yep.
jazz for you, which was
It's so
pretty
cool.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I heard they sold that place and the people wanted to tear it down and redo it, and then they got a stop work order, and now it's like midway under construction and never finished. I don't know what's going on with that place. I couldn't. I mean, that broke my heart. That was one of the coolest places that I like to go for food and just to hang out.
Yeah, I don't think I've been there since I was like 21, like college.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I went there a bunch of times before it closed. Yeah, it was a cool spot. I'm trying to think. There was another I've seen at in Brooklyn. I was at a bar where they had some jazz guys come in. It's so cool just to watch them just like pick, like, especially when it's like so many different guys with so many different instruments and it all just kind of like goes together. It's such a cool atmosphere, man.
The bass doesn't make sense how they play the bass. If you have the upright bass, have you seen? So like the upright bass doesn't have a fretboard.
Because they what do you mean? Because they don't use they use their hands.
So no, like the guitar has like frets where like this is what note this is what note this is, and so on and so forth. There's like let's just say there's 12 of them. On the upright bass, there's no partition, so like it's the same as a violin. There's no like lines, so like they're playing based on like hand movements or hand.
A lot of them are probably just playing based on sound.
I don't know how they're doing it. They're like it's crazy to watch pros. I'm still trying to get chords down.
Yeah.
And they're like, it's amazing.
Yeah.
So I think it's cool. You play the instrument and then like you know how hard it is, and then you have like more respect
for it.
You know?
100%. Yeah. It's what a lot of things though. But yeah, I mean watching the people like that being able to play just jazz music like that just always blows my mind, It's a very interesting thing to witness, to listen to. It's really cool.
Next time we'll do a jazz one.
What got you into? That's probably like the
Kind of Blue is like the hallmark modern jazz album. Miles Davis.
Oh, the Miles Davis.
Yeah.
What
got me into jazz music?
Well, I was gonna say you just started going to see jazz. Like, what was your?
Kind of like boredom. I was like, I'm like. You live like I'm driving 30 minutes.
It was just like a random idea. Like
I'm like I like live music. Yeah, I like live music. I'm 30 minutes from where they're playing it. Just get in the car and just go this way instead of like that way.
Yeah.
And you're in the city, and find some parking. Just walk in.
Yeah.
Great music. Have a drink. Whatever. It's like awesome. But yeah, I'm just like, well, what you're wasting this, like, we bitch about New York because, like, there's pros and cons to everything.
Right.
But, like, take some of the pros. Just go into the city and listen to, like, some of the best music, some of the best musicians. They're right they're right there. Just
Yeah.
go. So that was
Yeah.
like my thought process.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
you listen to jazz you've been listening to jazz for a long time.
I took a jazz
or-
history course in college,
Oh,
and I
okay.
was like, this is fucking awesome. And
Yeah.
that's where I got like, whoever's listening and watching, I'm gonna nerd out. Like, this is what I did in my jazz history course.
Oh, okay.
So like what it was like, it didn't start with Kind of Blue. It started with like
Oh no,
the initial
it's-
like
mean-
how the hell jazz started with, like, I think maybe Louis Armstrong was like earlier than Miles Davis, and I'm trying to think
probably.
of like people that like,
But I want to say it started in like the 30s.
yeah,
right?
like with like
'Cause it was like alongside blues, right? It was like jazz and
blues, like New
were,
Orleans type style
Right.
music, right? So and the way that the course was set up was it took you from like the beginning to like more modern day, where now you start listening to like Miles Davis and like Lester Young and I think Bill Evans, like he was a pianist. And anyway, and you could hear like how like the recording wasn't so good back then. So
Right.
like they would have one microphone for the whole room. So you'd hear like the trumpet or the saxophone, and it was like I'm speaking now, but then you
Right.
hear the guy on the piano, and it's like he's in the back in the corner, because that's where the piano was.
Right.
And it wasn't until years later where they had individual mic stands. So like you had to really listen for like when people are coming in and going out, and
Right, because they
and
weren't
then
recording in a studio. They were probably recording on like
it was a studio, but it was a room with one
Right,
microphone.
right.
You know what I
Well,
mean?
not a
And
modern-day
less
studio, I guess.
you know, less technology, I would say.
Right.
And editing and whatnot. But so it's kind of cool, because when you listen to old recordings, you're like, that guy's in the corner, and you know he's in the corner. When you listen to it now, it's like it's just there.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like we would analyze the music and like, oh, like, you know, what'd you think of the solo, or what'd you think of this? Why is the song called this? There's no words. Why do you think it's called? This is the title of the song. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then how did it emerge and everything? So I'd take notes, and I would pretty much do this 2 hours before the class and just like listen to, you know, and just like, oh, I gotta do my homework. But for this, because the last time you said you didn't really listen to the lyrics so much.
I don't. Well, all right. Let me explain.
Yeah.
I don't. If I hear the lyrics and they jump out at me,
Yes.
maybe I'll look into them and see like if it's something catches
Yeah.
my ear. But when I listen to music, it's all about sound. Like a lot of these artists, like, you know, even if you take Deftones for example, like Chino Moreno's hard to understand. Like
Mhm.
you're not going to be able to get every word that
Right.
comes out of his mouth. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
But to me, it doesn't even really matter. It sounds good.
I understand.
And this is why, like, I would have this conversation where, like, I can listen to music in other languages. It doesn't matter to me.
Right.
If it sounds good, it sounds good.
Yeah.
I don't care what they're saying.
Right.
You know, people are like, you don't understand them. I'm like, I
Well-
don't care. It sounds good. It doesn't matter with it. You know what I mean?
That's like jazz. It just sounds good. It
Right.
doesn't matter that there's
Right.
no lyrics. But in this case, my, I guess, argument to that is, but there are lyrics,
Right.
and they are
There are
saying
lyrics,
something, and
sure.
it's like, if it doesn't, I could see what you're saying, where if it jumps out at you. But the cool thing is that the things that don't jump out at you, when you actually read the lyric, and you're like, holy shit, like I didn't know he was trying to say that.
Sometimes, yeah.
And that's fucking cool.
Yeah.
So like going through.
That actually happened with this because you made me do this. by the way.
Good. Yeah. So I like, so I was like trying not to on you last time on your own podcast. I'm like, what do you mean? I'm like, what do you mean you don't listen
It's a
to the
difference of
lyrics?
opinion,
I know.
Joe. It's not.
I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding. So then I was like, oh, I get it. Bad listener. So no.
Yeah.
But I was like, you know what? If I'm going to be able to build with you, I got to at least have something. I got to bring something to the table. So I'm like, let me
Right.
go into the lyrics, and then maybe we could about that.
Okay.
So yeah, that's what I did. And then, so if you want to, I don't know if you want to start, but yeah, basically
sure.
not the whole album,
Wherever you want to
or
start.
all of the albums, but it was just like we picked a few from each to just
I picked
go over.
I picked two albums from two songs that you had on your playlist that you sent me, and then
Yeah.
the third album is just the new Deftones album because I was
Yeah.
very impressed with it.
Yeah.
So,
It was really good, and it's like surprising. 'Cause what is that, like 20? Is it 20 years later, or almost 20 years later?
it's got to be 20 some years. I think they're celebrating 30 years from their
Years,
first
30
album,
years.
but I don't think that was their first album.
It might have been 30. Okay. Well, either way, like you don't expect like sometimes you make an album 30 years later, and it's like, just stick to the
Right,
hits.
yeah,
But
yeah,
this one,
Yeah.
That's the new one, right?
Yeah,
That's the
the
cover.
new one, and that's the.
It was really cool to listen to.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't know how you want to start this off, but
Well, what album do you want to start with? Do you want to start?
I guess we'll go with the Hum.
Hum. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. They're playing in
Me?
New York soon too. What?
I'm in. You want me to go first?
Yeah. Tell me what you got.
Yeah. So I took so many
bounce
notes. I'm
it up.
such a fucking nerd.
It's cool.
So
I
you'd
like.
prefer an astronaut? Little. So this album. I'm glad you made me listen to this because I know Stars really well.
Yeah,
The song
It's a
Stars.
great song.
It's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And I tried to play it on the guitar and I suck at it. You have to like adjust the E string. It's like in drop D, so you have to adjust it and it's like a whole process. But I'm like, oh man, I don't know what I'm doing. But it's so much fun. And the first time I heard that song, I was I guess I was in a bad mood. I was sitting in Great Kills Park and I was just trying to like chill and like just like, you know, it was maybe the summertime, I was just trying to like relax. And some guy like 2 parking spots down starts blasting this song. And I'm like, this fucking asshole. I'm just trying to relax and listen to the, you know, the birds and like, and this guy's gonna blast his music. It's so obnoxious. And I was like, and I recognized that I was in a bad mood. And I'm like, Joe, like this is like defeating the purpose of like being here and like trying to relax. Why don't you just like chill out? Like I'm like talking myself.
And then you zoned into the song.
And I started listening to the song, and I'm like, this song is freaking awesome. So I'm like Shazamming it a minute after. I'm like, this asshole.
Yeah.
And I've listened to it like a million times, but I never went into the whole album.
Yeah.
I only listened to that song.
It's funny because I came across this album randomly. How I never heard of it. I guess they aren't that big of a band, but I'm constantly researching new music. And I think like 2, maybe 3 years ago, I came across the You'd Prefer an Astronaut. Actually, no, I'm lying. I heard I don't know if you looked into their other albums. They made an album in 2020.
I haven't.
Yeah, so they made an album in 2020. They got back together and made a new album because I think they stopped making music after 2000 or something like that.
Okay.
So it was like 20 years later they come out with a new album, and I didn't know. So I had found that album not knowing they were from the 90s. I thought it was just like a new band or whatever. I actually bought that album on vinyl, still not knowing that they had like that You'd Prefer an Astronaut was even a thing. I had no idea. It wasn't until like I was, you know, clicking around and then I saw the name, but it was You'd Prefer an Astronaut. And I'm like, wait, 90. I'm like, what year is this? I'm like, this is weird. And then I listened to the album and I was like, this album is great. I'm like, how did I not know this album existed for all these years? Like I'm listening to 90s rock all the time. I never came across it. So I was almost like mad that like I didn't know about it. Like I felt cheated. Like, you know, I'm like, this is kind of stinks. I'm like, I wish I could have been listening. But I was also happy because it was a great album.
Right.
And then they have another album too that's really good, Downward of Heaven, I think it's called.
Okay.
But I remember going through the songs, and I obviously Stars was like, you know, one of the best songs that I had heard on the album. That the 2 that really stood out was Stars and The Pod were like
I like The Pod a lot.
Really good songs that I liked off that album. But yeah, that was how I found it. So it was funny because I had their newer album without even knowing that they had older albums.
Yeah. But that's cool though, because like I just discovered Gordon Lightfoot and he's like from friggin' 50 years ago. And I'm like, it's so cool to like hear something new, but it's not new. Like it's new to you.
Right.
It's so cool.
Yeah,
it's like, whoa, this is like really good stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, this album was like super cool. And I don't know if I should ask this now, but like I kind of picked this Stars or whatever. I was like cool with Hum, and then you picked those 2 albums based on that.
Well, I picked Around the Fur because you had My Own Summer on your playlist.
Oh, I did, yeah. So I was just curious, like, why did you? Because that's kind of what I was trying to. Maybe I shouldn't ask yet. I should wait.
Well, the sound is kind of. They have aspects to the sound that are kind of similar. I know, like obviously, Deftones is a little bit harder, but actually, Hum's new album they actually made a little bit harder too. It's actually a little bit more towards the Deftones sound, but. I thought it worked well because it was also in your playlist, so you also be kind of familiar with it.
Right.
And I thought the sound kind of went together as far as like the shoegaze sound, the atmospheric type of electronic sounds that they do.
Okay.
So and then you know the I don't know. I thought the whole, the astronaut and space theme that
Mhm.
they go with in
It's so
You'd
cool.
it's such a cool thing to do. It's not easy to do either.
Yeah. It's like, keep going.
No, I was gonna start with something else, but we could stay. I was gonna.
Yeah. Whatever you
I
want.
discovered a new band while doing the Humvees,
Okay.
which
that's
then I
good.
was kind of like, oh, I should have picked this one. And
Yeah.
I'm like, whatever, it doesn't
All right.
matter.
There's always another day, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was trying to figure out like why Hum, You'd Prefer an Astronaut, and then why like My Own Summer, Deftones, and this other album. What's the name? This one's Private Music,
Private
right?
Music's the
Yeah.
new one, Came out last
Um,
summer.
really interesting. I don't know where to start because there's so much to talk about. Like literally, dude. Like I'm like I was nerding out on this. I went to World Spa in McDonald Avenue, kind of by like
World
it's
Spa?
in Brooklyn.
Is
It's
that
like
a
it's like a
spa?
Russian spa, like a
Oh,
Russian
okay.
sauna, cold
Okay.
plunge place.
Bathhouse?
Yeah, and yeah, yeah. I guess that's what you call it.
No, I don't know.
And I was doing this in between like my, like I'd go in the sauna and cold plunge, and then I'd come out and I'd be like doing this like in in the common area, like where you could eat and drink and stuff.
Yeah.
And I forgot what I was. So people were asking me like the waiters and were asking me like what I was doing. So I told them I'm like, yeah, my friend's a podcast. I'm just doing some music. But I would do this in between like my sauna and cold plunge like laps because you got to take a break.
Right.
I was gonna say something else with that, but yeah. So You'd Prefer an Astronaut, Little Dipper. I love the space imagery. It's like so cool because I'm like trying to picture it like it's a sci-fi movie as I'm listening to like the song.
Oh, yeah.
And like, all right, I know he's talking about being in space, but like, what does he like really mean?
Right. Yeah.
Some things I felt like bad, like I have no idea, and other things I'm like, oh, like maybe this is what he means, but
I mean, a lot of them are just relationships.
yeah, this one was like a very relationshipy, like it was
Yeah.
like kind of like let's see, sync with that, like kind of like romantic. Like
Yeah.
I didn't even know, like you just listen to the music and you just hearing the sounds. Guitar's awesome, the drums are awesome,
Yeah.
and I'm like, oh, like it's you and I forever. See far to the other side. I'm like, oh wow, this is like pretty, deep. But then like this one, let's see, the world could end, but it's you and I no matter what. That's like my opinion or my analysis on it. But
Yeah.
this was cool. If we ignore the signals that mission control will send. So I'm like, what are they saying? Like, because in the song, they're like, mission control is like kind of asking them to like kind of turn back. It's almost like they were in space, this couple by themselves, right?
Yeah.
Do you know? You went over this one, right?
So I went over them, but I mean, it's
Like,
weird because
it sounded like the world was ending.
You could look up the meanings,
Yeah.
but like it all's like, well, some people interpret it this way, and some
Right.
people interpret it's all very
Right.
it's poetic, so it's
you
interpret it the way you want.
Right.
But theme wise, I just think it was so cool.
It was very cool.
Yeah.
But like so it was like sounded to me like there was this couple and they were like lost in space and the world was ending and mission control is like they're in their own little spacecraft and mission control is like, hey, like you got to turn back. We'll let you live. And they're like, oh, we don't care. Like it's this is ours.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like I guess it's just like a romantic thing. Like it doesn't matter what's going on around us. And we're not gonna listen to anybody else.
Well, are you talking about Stars or Little Dipper? This is Little Dipper.
This is Little Dipper.
Yeah, I was gonna say because Stars is kind of crazy because it's almost
Stars.
It's almost like the falling out of a relationship, right? Like she's not paying attention anymore. Like
Stars was interesting.
Anymore.
I was confused. I'm like, did he? Because let me go back. I got to go to Stars. I really liked.
I thought she'd be there holding daisies. She's out back out.
Yeah, I really liked why I like Robins
she
too.
missed the
that
train
was
to
cute.
Mars.
Yeah, let me see. So
I think
that song,
I think that's supposed to be like his girlfriend or his wife. It just is not into the relationship anymore. Is looking to get out of the relationship. I mean, that's the way I interpreted it. Like she's wishing she was somewhere else, far away from you, like type of thing.
So she's not at work. She's not in bed. She's not at school. Right? I think she says at school or bed. I think I finally broke her. So I'm like, like what did he do? So like I'm just assuming that a lot of this is like maybe some drugs are involved and stuff. So I'm like, I wonder if like he corrupted this like girl that used to be out holding daisies. She always waited for him. And then like I think there's a line in here. It's like, I bring her everything I want, but nothing that she needs. So I'm like, did he her up? And then there's another scene. Uh, let's see. I found her out back, like I found her out back, naked, looking up and looking dead. I'm like, huh. So like, did he? I don't know.
I don't know.
Sounds like he maybe corrupted her.
I would have interpreted it as like dead to him, as far as like
Ah.
not like giving him attention anymore or something like that. It
Right.
seems like there's just the distance between them, and she's preoccupied
I like that.
mentally, like
Yeah.
she's checked out of
Okay.
their relationship. You know, like I expect her there holding daisies. She's out back counting stars. She missed the train
Right.
to Mars.
She's not. She's looking elsewhere.
Yeah.
Maybe
The first time I heard it, I thought it was like she went crazy.
that's kind of right. This is what I'm saying. I like, oh, this yellow piece of paper.
Like,
what is it? LSD?
Oh, she went. No, well, I didn't think drugs. I thought like, oh, she had like a psychotic break.
Yes. Yeah, she's out. She's out, and dude, like you went out with this girl, and she was out there holding daisies for you, and now she's naked in the backyard, looking dead. Like
I think it's supposed to be. I think
happened.
they just use space themes to kind of like try to describe how the relationship is doing, which is cool. But
right.
no, I think the one that I think has more to do with drugs is the pod. I think that right.
The
like,
pod. Let's see.
Because the pod is supposed to be, what is it? I'm trying to think of the lyrics now.
Yeah, this is my first thing is like with all the spacecraft imagery, I'm imagining a singer in a catatonic or drug-like induced sleep because it's like a pod, right? Like any sci-fi movie where they put you in like this sleep for space travel almost, but so this is like but a drug-induced thing is what I was thinking. I feel like he's talking about like being addicted to drugs and needing a fix to feel no pain.
Yeah, what's the lyric? She wants me to pick between the. What is that? I can't.
Well, well, he's speaking to this robotic woman. Like he said, like there's a woman with like metal parts that sounds like his drug dealer with lots of ideas. And this is a quote, like, one of a million ways to feel no pain. One of a million ways to feel no pain. Yeah. And the world that would sleep away until the nightmare ends. So it's like, oh, like what are they going through? Like what's he?
And I beg her to pick from one of a billion ways to feel no pain. Right.
So I'm just, maybe he's talking about like life is tough and seems like nightmarish, and a lot of people are like hooked and need a fix, and this is like a way to deal with their problems. So that, like you said, like this sounded like a drug.
Right. That one sounded more like it was drug.
But at the end of the song, he says, I think he's wanting to escape because like this trip, because I think she's saying wait until the end, and then but he screams at the end like hold me up right, let me breathe now. So I think he's like he wants out. Like I think he's like trying to like get out of this cycle.
Right, yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, possibly symbolizing like this period in his life to end and moving away from this like pod-like catatonic state. Right. So that's kind of how I took it. But initially, yeah, like I don't know, trying to avoid the pain, and now he's like, "Wake me up! Like I'm done with this." Yeah, that's how I took it.
What was the last one? Wasn't there one more? We had the Pod, Stars, Little Dipper. Oh,
I hate it too.
I hate it too. It was a good one.
That one, I've heard a lot of shit on that because that one was that was pretty deep, man.
Yeah, that was a deeper of those.
This was
like
yeah,
was a deeper one.
yeah. So like, let's see, a song. This is just my opinion. I'm like paraphrasing what I wrote. A song ultimately, the singer's saying he is never gonna get what he needs from this woman he's with. But I don't know what. I tried to figure this out. I wish the ceiling was the ground. I don't know what that means.
I don't know. He wishes things were upside down.
Maybe. Yeah.
Opposite. Yeah. I don't know.
I guess so. I wish the ceiling was the ground. Like things would flipped. That makes sense. But I liked the line like she don't hold me right. She's never gonna get me there. Like that's interesting because usually like you hear like girls like I feel like saying like that or singing stuff like that. Yeah. And like she don't hold me. She's never gonna get me there. It's like, oh man, like no matter what she does, she's not gonna get you to like feel what you want to feel. So, let's see.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Not gonna get you there. So not now what's there? Like so it's kind of ambiguous, but like is it happiness? Is it comfort, love, companionship? Like, you know, there could be a lot of things that's there. But slow motion spinning outward into space, hand firmly against the wheel while I discreetly hold my face. So it's like he's trying to like keep his shit together. Like he looks like he's like in control, but he's like driving. He's like, oh, like,
Right.
discreetly hold my face.
Yeah, that makes sense.
The cool space imagery again, uh, showing that he's like spinning out of control, but he looks calm, like everything's fine. Let's see. I need you to get, this is a quote, I need you to give it meaning. I need you to share the view. So I think that like I was trying to like get it, like figure out like what is not clicking with this girl. So it seems like they're just like not on the same, they don't think the same.
Right, no,
So no matter what,
they're not at the
then
same place.
she's never gonna get him there.
Right.
Let's see.
Very poetic stuff.
Yeah. Well, I forgot there was one line I was like, whoa, that's like that really is poetry. It was I forgot which song. I'll give you tiny pieces of the sun. It's talking about like flowers.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was like, oh, that's pretty cool. I forgot what song it was from.
I'm not sure.
Oh, here it is. It's from this one. I'll send you flowers made of silent tiny pieces of the sun to help me make up for this one.
Oh yeah.
So then I'm like, oh,
something-
so then maybe he fucked up. Because then it's like, why are you giving her flowers? What'd you do?
Mm,
What'd you do wrong, dude?
yeah. Yeah.
Mm. So I'm like, what does he have to apologize for something? While you send me tidal waves of love when you're alone, and I can't remember what you do. So I wasn't sure what that meant 100%. Like she's giving him a lot of love from far away. Tidal waves of love when you're alone. So does that mean like you're like I love you so much, but I don't know what you're doing because you're not with me. I don't know. Like I'm just trying to figure out like what's happening here.
Yeah, maybe I could look them up. Let me see.
Yeah. I thought that would have like I was happy to do this here because I'm like maybe you'll know like the legit meaning.
Like I said, it's not. There's like no legit
Yeah.
meaning. Like they all kind of. It's like open to interpretation. But we'll see what it says.
Mm-hmm.
They give like some insight. About the disillusionment and regret in a falling or ended romantic relationship.
Yeah.
It captures that hazy post-breakup or post-hookup morning after feeling of disconnection, loneliness, and longing mixed with frustration. The narrator seems to be grappling with the aftermath of intimacy that didn't fulfill or connect the way he hoped.
Mhm.
Perhaps a one-night stand, a casual fling gone wrong, or a relationship that is emotionally drifted apart. The title, I Hate It Too, suggests mutual disappointment. Both people recognize the pain or emptiness, but it's still painful and unresolved.
Yeah. I don't think well said. Well said, Daniel. I don't think it was a one night stand because it seems like a relationship when I'm
Well, I mean, would you write a song about a one night stand?
No.
Right.
No.
Morning gray ignites a twisted mess of foreign shapes and sounds.
Yeah.
I wish the ceiling was the ground. Waking up in a disorienting, upside down emotional state.
There you go.
Everything feels wrong and alien.
Mm-hmm.
I'll send you flowers made of silent, tiny pieces of the sun to help me make up for this one. A poetic, almost desperate attempt at apology or reconciliation using cosmic imagery to express remorse. While you send me tidal waves of love when you're alone and I can't remember what you do to find the way to turn the signal back to heaven sounding blue. Hints at sporadic, intense affection, maybe late night messages or memories that's one-sided or inconsistent with a sense of lost spiritual, emotional connection.
Right. Yeah, like she's doing it from afar because it said something like, you send me tidal waves of love while you're alone. Like, that's great. Thanks for telling me you love me and how much you care about me. But like, I need you like over here, not over there.
Right.
And looking to heaven to turn the signal back and be faithful. So sounds like he like also like that's why he was apologizing, because he kind of up and like cheated. But it doesn't matter because like she's never going to get him there. So he knows that, but he wants things to change, but it's not going to happen. So it just sounds like a relationship that's like,
Yeah.
not working out. That was pretty much it for the Hum, or
Yeah.
you prefer an Astronaut.
Yeah. There's a lot of good songs on that though.
Yeah, it was
The
good.
Why I
really
Like
good.
Robins is a good song too. Now you said that.
That was like a cute song because it was like he's just taking an interest in like things that this girl likes,
Right.
and I'll give me the looking glass, and I'll look for you while you take a break. I didn't know what something about she's waiting for six that know about sound. I didn't know what that meant. He was excuse me, talking about like six birds that know about like that are gonna sing. I don't know. She's looking for six that know about sound.
I'm not gonna look up that one too though.
That's fine.
With that.
Yeah, it's all good. Whatever.
What did you think of Around the Fur?
That was a crazy song. That was a crazy song.
Well, I meant the album is Around the Fur.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry, I'm thinking about the song.
But that is a crazy song too. Yeah.
So the ones I like went into in depth, I love all the
Yeah.
songs. The songs that I didn't really listen to as much because I wasn't going for the lyrics, like are growing on me. Like Mascara.
Yeah.
That bass line is
Yeah.
like that's a workout song.
Yeah.
That's a nasty song, man.
Yeah. Well, I figured that was My Own Summer or whatever. That's got to be a workout song.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. A
But
lot of fun.
Fun fact,
Yeah.
on rateyourmusic.com, they rate albums and songs. And believe it or not, Be Quiet and Drive, last time I checked, it might have changed.
Yeah.
Last time I checked, Be Quiet and Drive is rated the best metal song of all time.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's actually like not.
It's kind of crazy though.
Yeah. I didn't know that. Metal song. Okay.
Well, yeah, it's definitely alternative metal.
Yeah. This is like one of the ones I wrote the least about because it was just it's very straightforward.
Be
It's
Quiet
like,
and Drive, yeah.
well, yeah, he's just like I think it was like he's dressing a girl in his ex-girlfriend's clothes, right?
Yeah.
And let me see. This town don't feel like mine. He just wants to get away.
Yeah.
I dressed her in your clothes. Like and it's like he's lying to himself. Like it feels good to know you're mine, but drive far away. Like I don't want to be here.
Yeah.
So it's just like a heavy song about like pain in relationships and like not feeling like I guess happy.
Yeah.
Like what's interesting about these two albums is that like this one is like pain, and like the cycle, and it's like one of the songs is like the darkness is a tool. I forgot which one that is. That might be My Own Summer. Like the darkness is a tool where he can like probably write this music. Like it's a tool to write the music and express yourself, but you're still in the negative cycle.
Right.
This one was more positive, where it was like it's like they almost found like the 100%. A lot of Christian like undertones and like milk of Madonna,
Milk of the Madonna,
right?
Yeah. Which I never looked at the lyrics, I never realized, but well, then
very religious. Born again Christian type religious, because my grandma talks like that.
Yeah, so he might be. So the other thing with the lead singer, Chena Marino, is he is recently sober. So I guess like he's going through a lot of like life changes and this and that.
Yeah.
I'm hoping they put out more music though, because the way they wrote this album,
it's heavy, but it's more positive. It's more like they're not in this dark hole, but it's like it was really, really cool to listen to the two like 20 years later or 30 years later. It's like like because like I'm going through, I don't remember which song it was, but like there's like they're in this negative cycle of like drugs and like unhappiness and like the darkness is a tool, all this stuff. And then this album is like talking about breaking free from these patterns. I think which song was it where I feel like they're alluding to like taking like psychedelics or like seeing God or something.
Yeah, no, they do a lot. Yeah.
Infinite Source, I think it is.
No, Infinite Source is about Infinite Source. Well, that's what kind of like pissed me off. Infinite Source is kind of like a farewell.
Oh,
well, not a.
Oh, you're right. It's the last time on stage.
Right,
yes.
right.
Yeah, that was just like I wrote that's just like a tribute to the
Yeah, it is.
fans.
That's what he's. Yeah, that's what his comments are on it too.
Yeah,
It's just
alluding
a
to this as their
tribute to
final
their
album. Sorry.
career and to their fans.
Yeah.
Basically a thank you for the
Yeah.
journey they've been on and whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All of these times, all these dreams, all of your cheers, I'm releasing We're Afloat, which is like super euphoric compared to like the shade is a tool, the same, you know, like shut it.
Well, I mean, you got to think of the age difference too.
Yes.
How old were they when they wrote
Yeah.
Around the Fur compared to
Yeah.
now? I mean, this
Yeah.
guy's got to be
Right.
close to 50, if not in their 50s, right?
But the name Infinite Source is cool too, because the names of these songs are fun.
Yeah.
Because it's like Infinite Source. What are you talking about? God? I think they're talking about like the universe and like just like almost like a hum thing where it's like I was trying to figure out how you connected the two, but it's like a universe thing or a God thing where it's like we're afloat, like we're, you know, with God pretty much. Like that's how good we feel right now.
Yeah.
So pretty cool, man.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of that like shoegazy sound or whatever that
Yeah.
goes into both of them. So they kind of like intertwine as far as sound goes, I think. And then My Mind is a Mountain.
Yeah, I'm on
right?
that now. Yeah, that was so fun.
I looked up. So that is actually from it's a children's book
Really?
called My Mind is a Mountain.
Okay.
And the idea of the children's book is supposed to be like your mind is a mountain, like you have highs and you have lows, you feel happy, you feel sad, and it's kind of like how he wrote the song basically based on that as well. Yeah. So that was cool. But yeah.
Yeah,
And then obviously, well, yeah, go, what do you got on?
No, just like I was just looking. It's like one of those boards where you're trying to figure out a crime. That's what I have written down right now. But
organize your thoughts better.
I know, not how. How is that possible? A song about the need to break from negative mental states, which alters your fate, because they talk about fate a lot. And this psyche, you're doomed to the storm that they describe. But I was thinking like, but if you sail through this storm and you climb this mountain, you could come out on the other side with like maybe a different fate. But if you, what is this? So like negative cycles been caught on our radar. Okay. We've been, so this was cool because it was like, there's someone speaking, but then there's like the higher self speaking, I think, in this one. I don't know if you got that. So negative space and cycles been caught on our radar. So it's like, and then it goes, we've been waiting here patiently, locked in the state, clocking our time. So it's like the higher self is waiting for you to get out of this negative cycle. Like we're aware that you're here.
Yeah.
And we're patiently waiting. We want you to get out of this. And then the storm remains, my heart entrenched. Trip out. Like
I think when I looked this, I'll look it up again. But
Yeah.
I think when I looked up this one, like they were saying it had to do with the cycles that they broke from, as far as like being in, you know, a negative state to a
Right.
positive state, as far as I think it had to do with you know, his drinking and then his sobriety, whatever,
Right.
like that.
Yeah, followed by why do we bathe in this psyche? So now they're questioning it, and then that goes into like now we sail starting now, and then it's like behold. So it's like talking about like getting to that higher place, which is where like I feel like the positive tone from this album comes, because it's recognizing like where they were and like where they are now.
Yeah, see, it's the book teaches kids that emotions are normal. Sometimes you're happy, sometimes you're sad, and it's okay to feel a full range. He tied this into his own journey with sobriety. He's been what does it say? He's been open about getting sober for a few years after the album, calling it a game changer for mental health and creativity. The song reflects learning to handle emotions without being overwhelmed or victimized by them, embracing the ups and downs as part of being human, and finding empowerment in that awareness rather than suppression. So
there you go.
That sums it up pretty good. Yeah. I was just I was just blown away by Milk of the Madonna because I had
Yeah.
no idea. I had
That
no
was
idea.
heavy.
And me recently being Christian, I was like, holy
Yeah.
crap, I've been listening to this song since it came out.
Yeah.
I can't believe that it's very biblical.
Yeah, I was like,
Um,
holy like I didn't know I was gonna pull that much out of it. Like you
yeah,
said.
yeah.
I think
Well,
Milk of Madonna is also another name for like Mother
Mother
Mary.
Mary,
Okay,
right. So
all right,
Milk of
yeah.
Madonna is supposed to be the reference to Mother Mary nursing Jesus.
Right,
Right.
right. Yes, I had like it just sounded the song sounded like a cataclysmic cleansing via like blood raining from the sky into the streets.
Very apocalyptic.
Thunder above us, Holy Ghost on a fire, blows a wind, like earthquakes, a display of tongues of fire against the night. Like it was very, very heavy. And like I'm like, wait a second, like my grandmother says stuff like that. She's a born again Christian.
Yeah, yeah.
And she'll say like, oh, the blood of Jesus over me. And I'm like, huh. So blood raining down. So that symbolizes like cleansing
Mhm.
and protection from evil and just like forgiveness.
Yeah.
So I thought that was
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Yeah, there was stuff that I probably would have never picked up on for a long time at
Yeah.
least. Burning out the foxes from the vines.
Yeah, what was that one?
Alludes to Song of Solomon 2:15.
Oh,
Catch
yeah.
us the foxes that spoil the vines, symbolizing removing threats to love, fertility.
Cool.
Or it also relates to Judges 15, which that Samson uses foxes with torches.
Okay.
And then the new wine intoxicates you slowly out of time is a nod to Jesus' parables about the new wine, the fresh spiritual truth.
Nice.
So there's a lot of little hidden gems in there, which are pretty cool. But yeah, how cool is that song though, dude? You like that song?
I liked it.
I
was
thought that
like,
song was awesome.
It just sounded like
The first-
I'm also trying to picture like I'm trying to make it a movie in my head too.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
like, oh my god, like this is this is a fucked up scene right now. Yeah, and then let's see, touched personal call. Just like about having a deep connection with faith and God. The Holy Ghost, I'm on fire. Holy Spirit, I'm on fire. Like initially, if you don't know, like you sound like that sounds like a bad thing.
Yeah,
that's actually a really good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're on fire with the Holy Spirit.
Exactly. Yeah. And then, so I feel like it kind of validated like what I was thinking with infinite source and my mind is a mountain with like the whole, getting closer to God and all that stuff. Because I wasn't like I'm going into this blind. Like I don't know what they've been through. I don't know like so. I'm happy that I was able to like pull some of that stuff together. But yeah, man.
Yeah, the whole album is really good. I like almost every song on that album is really good. I thought they did a really good job. Yeah, you have a new love for Deftones now or no?
Yeah, I respect it more now.
Respect it more?
The actual song around the fire was like it sounded like a horror movie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's a lot harder of a song.
What the hell was going on in that one? There's a part in the song where it's like
I can't remember if I looked up the lyrics to that one.
Prostitute, like please don't die like this.
That might have been the one song that I missed where I didn't look up the lyrics.
My God, last time I missed the whole album. I thought we were just doing 2 albums.
You know what's funny? My brother did the same thing, and I did the same thing where it was in the chat. I texted him a picture of me telling him, and him. You might have not seen it. You didn't say anything after. He acknowledged the fact that I added a third album. He said, "Okay, cool, third album."
Yeah. I did not.
He shows up. He goes, "There's no third album."
I know.
I'm like,
yeah, dude. When you said that the last time, I was like, you're kidding. Like I came prepared. I listened to what you told me to listen to.
Yeah.
No, this did you miss this one or not so much?
Did I miss it?
No, like you said something about
I don't remember if I looked up the meaning of this one.
Oh, okay.
I don't think I did. I think I might have somehow not did this one.
This song was coolish because I want to see it's definitely about like struggling with like superficial things and vanity and they know that this is like not good for you and they know that it's like I guess deteriorating, but it's almost like I said, it was a horror movie. It's like they were like getting like tantalized, like, oh, like come back to the, it was like the way they were singing. It was like almost like I can't picture it. Like a fucking ghost is like trying to pull them back in, like an evil spirit.
Okay.
It's like, oh, come back, like let me see.
So if you want, it has Chino Marino's explanation direct from interviews.
Yeah.
He described picturing fur as something glamorous,
Yes.
soft, and beautiful on the
Yeah.
outside, like luxurious fur coats or
Right.
glamorous people surfaces. But when you go around the fur, look inside.
Hold on a second. Because I wrote it's representing underneath vanity, like lust, superficial,
Okay.
money, power, greed, gluttony, like all the bad stuff. It's like all nice, and then it's just all the bad stuff.
Right. He goes, you find raw, ugly skin, dead animal
Yeah.
hide, dried out, and unappealing. This mirrors the band's music on the album: abrasive, heavy, ugly riffs and screams on the surface, but soothing, melodic, atmospheric layers underneath. Chino called it soothing beneath the heaviness. It also reflects people, including himself or society, pretty vain, glamorous exteriors, hiding something darker, vain, empty, or dead inside, themes of vanity, superficial beauty, hidden flaws, and the contrast between highs, lows, or clean, dirty extremes run through the record. Oh, is this for the record or for the... Oh, it's both the title track and the sophomore album. Hold on. I said this song, though. He emphasized it's not sexual.
No.
Despite how the phrase might sound, and more about sonic emotional contrast. In one interview, he tied it to feeling infatuated with the dirtiness of life while exploring where people truly come from. Okay, so this was their second album. What year was this? 1997.
97.
Yeah, so almost 30 years.
But
next year will be 30.
This song was so cool though, because it was like, it's another narrator, like higher self. Well, not in this case, it's not a higher self, but like there's like two people speaking. It's not just the singer. Like in this one, it sounds like there's like a trance-like state where it's like the song was like, come back to around the fur. Like it's like whispering. I feel like that's like that spirit of like vanity and the glamour, and he's like trying to fight it, but he knows it's bad. He's trying to fight it, and then like at the end of the song, he's like kind of screaming, like, speak, like, you're so bad to me. Come on. Like, I'm innocent. Drop your weapons. You're a liar. And he's like almost like fighting it. And then the song stops abruptly. So I'm like, oh, it sounds like he got like trapped again. Like I was trying to...
You like to like make a movie
so cool.
out of it.
Yeah. Yeah. Cause like that, I'm just like trying to play it out. It's like, sounds like, I'm just picturing him stuck in like some dirty like motel room with a prostitute. And he's like, hey, come back around the bird. Yeah, man, this was fun. That was fun to listen to. But yeah, I mean,
the crazy part too is if you're actually into their music, I could send you a ton of their stuff. Like almost every album they have is like amazing. But I'll send you little tracks here and there that you'll like.
I'm sorry if you hate this, by the way, with like me, the way that I'm like breaking it down. Because
I think it's cool.
I'm actually like holding back because I wrote so much fucking crap.
No,
but
I think it's cool.
If it's not your thing, like I don't want to like Joe, like
I don't want you to force me to do it, but I think it's awesome that you do it. Come over here on it.
Yeah, to be honest, like I think I could only handle like 1 or 2 albums because it's like a lot to like.
Well, that's why I was like, all right,
process,
I'll pick like 3 songs on each.
Yeah, it's a lot to. Thank God you did, because I would have been like, I don't think I could come. I'm like, I can't make it.
It was your idea.
I know. I just put too much on my plate.
You're like the opposite because people complain that like I give them an album to listen to.
Oh,
like people be like, oh yeah, I did your homework. I'm like, you gave me an album. I gave you an album.
I'm giving myself, I'm giving myself like
you're like, no, we need to do more work here. I want a 300-page essay.
Dude, it's like a
record. I didn't ask you to do this.
No, I know. Dude, I started on this, and then I was like, nope, I need a bigger one.
Oh man, you should get college credits for that.
I already got jazz history, bro. Come on.
Yeah, you're about to do alternative rock, alternative metal history. Oh, so the band that I was going to reference before, which is really cool, this band called Failure.
Okay.
Really cool band, very similar to Hum in sound. They're a little bit more, if this could be impossible, more space rock type of vibes.
Sick.
Yeah, it's really cool. The name of the album you got to listen to is Fantastic Planet.
Done.
Yeah, really good album. They actually got back together. They're another band that got back together and started making albums, but for some reason they're not releasing their new. I think they have 2 albums in the past 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
But they're not on Spotify, so I can't listen to them.
All right. Oh, you don't have any.
I
where
mean,
are
I can
they?
listen to them on YouTube, I guess, right?
Yeah.
But,
My that's another thing. How the fuck do you like write music? My friend Mark is like he's like, oh yeah, I just been writing some music, and he shows me a notepad like this, and I'm like, I'm just trying to copy people,
but
and I
you mean
can't even do
lyrics or
that. His own
notes?
lyrics.
Oh,
His own lyrics.
Well, I mean, you're writing poems.
Yeah, he's a Renaissance man. I'm trying to get there, but I'm like, dude, I can barely copy these people. I don't even. He's like, no, it's in there. It's in there. I'm like, okay.
I mean, it is.
Yeah. So cool though. It's so cool.
It's expression. It's expressing yourself.
But like they're going so deep where it's like they're using like imagery and like Hum is using space, and then Deftones is using like around the fur, or like like they're using these like I feel like I'm in a horror movie listening to it.
Yeah.
It's not simple at all. It's like very I don't know, it's taking you on like a little journey. I love it.
One of the things I always try to explain in a way to make people understand is like I think a lot of these really great artists have just gone through a lot of pain.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? And that being able to express that pain
Yeah.
through an art, you're able to make that art really good. And so it's unfortunately it's like the worse you've been through, the better your art is, right?
That the shade is a tool or something. That's one of the things. Yeah.
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 So be happy you're a shit artist now.
No, I need something really. No, I don't want to say that.
No, you've been through some. I've been through some
shit. Yeah.
You've got some battle scars.
Yeah. I got to sell an engagement ring.
You couldn't return it.
Dude, I got that engagement ring. There's like a little diamond missing. I'm like off the band. I'm like, what did you throw it? What the why? How is it like? How is something missing? Like just like.
She thought you wouldn't notice, so she took it to the diamond.
No, I don't know about that. I was just like, it was just like that was a bad omen when the diamonds on the band started getting loose.
That was before you guys.
So like, we were like, it took a couple.
I thought when she gave it back to you, you were like, hey.
Well, no, yeah, no, it wasn't like a clean like we're done today. It was like I don't know if this is gonna work, and like you just like keep, and then it's like wait a second, like why is it? Did you see that diamond missing off the side? No, and then I look at it and like other ones are like loose. I'm like this is a bad omen.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Also, don't go back to that jeweler.
Well, it's not his. It's not his fault if she threw it against the wall.
Oh, but if they're all, I mean, I don't know. I think it should be able to withstand a couple fights.
Yeah. It should. But I guess that's not it's not bad enough. That's a good thing. I'm okay. I'm not around the fur. Okay. I'm not around the fur.
Yeah,
dark hole.
I don't know if that's a good metaphor.
No.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. That's a tough one. I'm not in a pod-like state. It's all good.
Yeah.
So yeah, I got to go through a little bit more heartbreak to write a really, really good album. Yeah, I just heard that Van Gogh was never. I don't know why we were talking about this, but he was not appreciated in his time.
No, a lot of those artists weren't though. I don't think. I don't think any of them were Well, I don't know if that. I mean, it's probably a number of different reasons why they weren't appreciated. The saying is somebody's art is never worth anything until they're dead.
Right.
And the reason for that being is because now everything that they've made is now they can't be.
Right.
You can't get another one.
Right.
You can't get anything new. Right. So now you've put a number on however many he did.
Right.
And that's the number. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think there was like a lot of those really famous painters from that era. They were poor like their entire lives. I don't think a lot of them got any any recognition. There wasn't any fame or anything until like afterwards, right?
Yeah.
But also a lot of it is probably they were before their time. You know,
Mhm.
like people like Picasso, like you know what I
Yeah.
mean? You can't just come out with that style and just everyone's gonna love it.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? So that probably played a part into it too. It wasn't like people didn't really appreciate that style until later on. But that happens with everything. I mean, that happens with music, that
Yeah.
happens with, all types of art when people are just like way before their time.
So what's your process for getting and exploring new music or new old music or whatever music? Like how do you
Now what I kind of do is like I'll try to like go deep into like a genre.
Mhm.
Um, and if there's something that like stands out that I haven't seen before, that like kind of like, cause some things like it's weird. I'll come across something and I'll be like, oh, I never heard that before. But then like I'll just keep going and forget about it completely. Or like I jotted it down somewhere, but then I lost a piece of paper or whatever. Like, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? I've made millions of lists of bands and artists, and there's books of them, and
Mhm.
you never go back and look at them.
Gotcha.
So like I'll like try like now what I do is like I try to like focus in on like subgenres. Like I'm not, I did a big grunge playlist like a couple months ago. So I was dialing into a couple of bands I'd never heard of. But yeah, I think it was funny the way I came across. I've heard of Failure before, but I never again, like I wrote the name down, forgot they existed. And I think what I tried to do was I put alternative rock and shoegaze as the two genres. Because if we so I use a website, rate your
Yeah.
music. I try to tell you, you
Oh
use
yeah,
rate
yeah,
your
yeah.
music, and then like if you pay, like I pay for it, so I'm able to use their filters like to their max. So what happens is like you can put in two genres and then be like, okay, list me ev- every album from top rated to worst rated that include these two genres as their description.
Okay.
Like people say like they're shoegazy and they're alternative rock, right? And that was how that other Failure album came out, Fantastic Planet. But yeah, because that's basically Hum and Deftones and all and that type of music. So I was
Mhm.
looking to see if there were any more bands along those lines. And you come across other bands that kind of like maybe like made one album that kind of has that sound, then you forget about. And then I was like, listen to them. Like there's a band called Title Fight. If you ever listen to
Okay.
Title Fight, is great. But they're more punk rockish kind of. But they made towards the end of their career, they broke up in like 2016 or something. But towards their end of the career, they did like a lot of that type of sound into their album. So one of their albums had come up. There's another band I was listening to, I can't remember now, but yeah, that whole oh, there's a band called Nothing that's kinda like that. Um, they've got some pretty good songs. They're not as good as the rest of those bands, but they've got some pretty songs. Listen to them too. They
Right.
got some pretty good songs. So it's like, it depends on like what I'm into at that moment. I'll like dial into like
Yeah.
that like exact genre and then kind of like go deep into that genre.
I'm laughing because you saw like when you were asking me what I wanted to like maybe go over. Did you
Mhm.
see my friggin' the random display of like songs that I listen to?
Oh yeah, yeah. You
All
were
over
you
the
were kind of
place,
all over the
dude.
place. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's funny. Like sometimes I'll hear a song and the sound like is such a like even if it's an old song, like if it was an old song, I don't even do I even remember who sings it, but it was like on a commercial or
Yeah.
something. I'm like, it just had this very specific sound to it. And I'm like, all right, I wonder what that sound is called because if it's that's different, it's got a name. Somebody put a name to it
Mhm.
and I wanna see if I could find some more of it or whatever. And it was like a type of pop rock from the '60s called beat. It was called
Okay.
like beat music, and it's like a lot of the Beatles did so like the early Beatles stuff. Like a Hard Day's
Mhm.
Night and stuff like that. Like that was considered a lot of the early Who stuff was kind of like that too. The early Kink stuff
Okay.
had this kind of like signature sound that was in a lot. You ever listen to what is it? The Zombies? Is that the
Yeah.
name of
Well, yeah, I think so.
it?
The zombies, not zombie, but the zombies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's the name of the band. I'm going crazy now. Um, they had a song called "She's Not There." You ever listen
Okay.
to that song? Such a great song.
No, I gotta
But that
listen
song's
to it.
another. That's another. But these are all like
Fun.
old '60s songs. So I like did a whole playlist, and I go all crazy with the different genres and stuff. And that's
I
kind
think
of
that's
like
awesome,
fun
man.
stuff. Yeah, it's like whatever I'm interested in at the second. Like you know, sometimes you just hear something and you're like, all right, I want to hear more of that specific sound. Let me do a little bit of a dive into it.
Yeah.
And then sometimes, I mean, rarely do I come across like older bands that I've never really heard of before, but sometimes I do. Sometimes not that I never heard of before, but that I heard of and that I never got into. I
Yeah.
forgot to listen to them and blah blah blah. And then you know, next thing I know, I'm making a playlist just based on that artist, and now they're like one of my favorite bands.
Yeah, like that's like I just heard Gordon Lightfoot. I don't know how
Yeah.
I got into him. I'll send you a couple of songs.
Mhm.
It's like folk music
Okay.
ish. Like I don't really like country music that much. I'm not into it.
Right.
But I feel like this is like maybe where it could have folk music maybe like kind of stemmed or started country to a
Um,
degree. Like it's like because there's a country aspect to it, but it's not country.
yeah, folk is
But
a
it sounds fun. It's so
little
much
bit
fun.
different. I mean, folk actually kind of, if believe it or not, folk actually stems from the blues.
Okay, that makes sense actually.
Yeah, I actually, and I really only know a lot because I read this
Yeah,
book.
tell me.
So years ago, I want to say like 12 years ago, I got really into folk. Like,
Okay.
I mean, like I was like looking
Yeah.
up every folk artist and like for whatever reason, I don't know. I forget what band got me into them, or whatever, but I remember, they had this movie coming out about an old folk artist and, damn, I just read the book too. I can't remember the name of the book, but the name of the movie was called Inside Llewyn Davis. But
Okay.
Llewyn Davis wasn't the name of the artist. It sucks. I can't remember it now. It's probably on that shelf over there too. But um, oh, it's called the name of the book was called The Mayor of McDougal Street.
That sounds funny.
Well, McDougal Street in Manhattan.
Okay.
But so basically, this was like the start of folk music in New York City, and this guy was like part of like you know, a couple of a group of a couple of folk artists that you know that played at like these two different venues on McDougal Street back in like the 50s, the late 50s into the early 60s or whatever. And it was like this guy, you know, met, you know, he tells a story. I mean, this is actually towards the end of the book because he tells like his whole life from beginning to end. And like towards the end of the book is when like Bob Dylan comes in and he's like this 18-year-old kid and they're making fun of him and he sounds silly and all this stuff. And then he winds up being one of the greatest folk artists of all time. But yeah, it was a really, but yeah, so this guy was like part of the group that basically started, was at the very beginning of folk. I don't want to say he started folk, but there was a bunch of people who started the sound. But all the guys that he looked up to were all blues artists. Like
Okay.
it was all like they took blues and then just kind of like changed the way you know use a guitar differently and you know play it differently. But it was like all his heroes were blues artists.
Okay.
Like, you know, so that's where folk comes from.
All right.
It doesn't really. I know it's like I always thought that too. Like folk was somehow related to country, but it's really not. I'll be honest though, I want to say like country probably comes from blues as well.
Like, is it like bluegrass or something? Or
Well, bluegrass music is kind of different. I don't know.
I know it's different, but like I don't know what came first.
Yeah, well, I mean, if we go back to like where I guess maybe it did kind of come from folk. I don't know. It's weird. I'm trying to think of the name. I'm trying to think of the name of the guy that kind of started country music. Oh, Hank Williams. So Hank Williams was supposed to be like the first great, and I feel like most of his was kind of like blues, maybe a little bit folk, but I mean, I think it was kind of like the same time period, just went in a different direction. I don't think it was like closely related to folk. I would say it's more related to blues, if anything. And then after Hank Williams, you know, you get the Johnny Cash era, and Johnny Cash takes it. And then once you get into the 60s, it starts really taking off.
Well, that Gordon Lightfoot, that I don't know how I stumble onto him.
Yeah.
But I'm like all in on that. I want to learn I want to, but I'm not gonna. But I'm
Learn
try.
every what song?
Learn every song that he ever. I love playing his stuff on the guitar. It's so like, it's just so much fun to play. I don't know how else to say it. But then that got me into like Don McLean, and then Jim Croy. Croce.
Oh, Jim Croce. Yeah,
Jim
I've got
Croce.
some good.
I was like, oh man, like, cause I knew the song "I Got a Name" by Jim Croce,
Yeah.
but then now I'm like, all right, now he's got so much other stuff, and it's
Yeah.
all new to me. So it's like,
yeah. Isn't that cool when you find one of these old
well,
artists? And you start
yeah,
getting
like
into the sound?
it's like frustrating though, like you said before, because it's like, fuck, like I wanted to, I wish I knew
Yeah, I
this
wish I
about this
knew, yeah.
already, but it's like, hey, like, you know about it now, so
Yeah. No. I always feel dumb. I'm like, I feel like I should have known
yeah.
about these guys. You know.
But I've been for the longest time, like, I'll just like listen to one song or like from an album, and then like that's the only, like, I only know South City, Southern Midnight Lady
What are
from
you?
the Doobie Brothers. Let me see, the Doobie Brothers. South City Midnight Lady or something like that. That's the name of the
Okay.
song. Anyway, I don't know. That's a great song, but I don't really know that many other Doobie Brothers songs. So it's like now, because of doing like this, I'm like, huh. All right, well, let's look into
That's not even
their.
their most famous song.
It's
Though, I don't
not.
think.
I think
what is
Long Train Running actually might be their most famous song.
Long Train Running? Might be isn't it Black Water or something like that? Isn't that the name of the song?
I don't know.
Oh man, you're gonna
Rabbit Hole.
now you've got me because
But I might
I know a couple.
bother you for to go over one of these guys, because like I've just been all in on this. Excuse me. Oh, China Groove. I actually don't. Long Train Running. But I don't really know much else. But doing stuff like this, I'm like, oh, maybe you should just like,
Wow, they
I don't know,
consider
look
Doobie
into
Brothers
it.
yacht rock. I never even realized that.
I don't even know what the hell that is.
Yacht rock?
Yacht?
Yacht rock. No, yacht. Yeah, that's another
don't-
genre I think I got
don't have a
into at
yacht.
one point. Yeah, I didn't think you had one.
If I had one, I'd be married by now.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that was somebody different. What a fool believes. The Long Train Running. Is it Listen to the Music? No, Blackwater. Oh, there it is. I was right. Blackwater. You've definitely heard Blackwater.
All right, I'll play it later.
Yeah, you've definitely heard it. And it's a folk rock song.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna go and make a Doobie
I don't listen to
Brothers
the
now.
what?
I said you're gonna make me go and make a Doobie Brothers playlist now. Wait, how did you jump from Gordon Lightfoot to Doobie Brothers?
I think that like
Well,
the
which
way
song
that
did you
the
come
way like
across?
the algorithm is taking me is like, it's like going from Gordon Lightfoot to Don McLean.
But what was the song
to
you just mentioned?
South City Midnight Lady.
South City Midnight Lady.
Yeah,
There it
that's
is.
a fun song.
Yeah.
Jim Croce. Is that how you say his last name?
Croce?
Croce. Sorry.
I thought it was Croce. I could be
yeah,
wrong.
all right.
I'm pretty dumb. I don't really know that.
That's another thing. Like, I know I got a name really well, but I didn't know who sang it for the longest time. I'm like, oh, it's this guy.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that happens all the time.
Yeah.
Who did I do that with? Not too recently. Steely Dan.
Okay.
Because I never like did any dive on him, and then I started listening to his songs. I'm like, oh, I know all these songs.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. The only artist that I really know like all of their songs is like, and I shouldn't say all, but like, let's just say 90%.
Yeah.
Is like AC/DC. I know like every song they ever put out, and
You're a
Billy,
big
and
AC/DC
Billy
guy.
Joel. Like,
Billy Joel.
I know like almost all his stuff. I love it.
Have you ever seen him live? Oh, you did, right?
I went a bunch of times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He still do? Did he have like a residency at Madison Square Garden?
Yeah, that's over now. He did
right?
like, I think he did like 10 years straight or something like that. Once a month for 10 years.
Sells out every show.
Yeah. I was at like 4 of them. I think I saw him 4 times.
I just like, in my head, I'm like, you don't get sick of this? Like the same stuff over and over.
No, bro, they're all hits.
I know. You play any hit long enough, though, I feel like you would get sick of it. There's an album I want you to listen to.
All right.
Let me see if I can find it, and I'll show it to you. Actually, do I? Yeah, I have it on. Yours. I tell everyone to listen to this, and almost nobody listens to this.
I'll do it.
Listen to his
What's this word?
Oh, it's Towns Van Zandt. Yeah, nobody knows this guy exists. One of the most unbelievable country folk singers of all time.
They're gonna think I can't read. That was covered. The word. What word is this? I can't read. Oh, it's Towns, Joe.
Yeah, so this is like, it's a live album, but it's like a masterpiece.
A live album. So it's like,
This is live. He recorded this at like a
Okay.
bar in
Okay.
Houston,
you know what's funny?
and the commentary is
This
hysterical.
this is what I. What do you mean?
because like they didn't have AC,
Okay.
and it's like, sorry about the heat, folks.
Oh. And they're like printed.
Yeah, no, it's literally like they chopped up the tracks, but it's literally like there's no
All right,
break.
I'm
There's no
in.
break. Like whatever he recorded, whether 2 hours or whatever it is, like it's just Tim 2 hours in a bar,
This is
and then they just chopped up the tracks. But it's an amazing album.
This is
And
the
it's-
name of the album, or that's
No, that's the artist.
Oh.
The name of the album is Live at the Old Quarter, Houston, Texas. Yeah.
So I gotta say, I'll write this down in a second. Look at this. See him? This
Yeah.
is
That's
so like.
what year is this? Let me look at this. Does it even say? It's not even gonna say, right? No.
So what's funny to me about that's professionally put out? Give me
Yeah.
this for a second. So picture.
This doesn't even say. All right.
Picture. I started making my own music. And now I
You'd look
take
great.
this photo
You'd
and
look
I do
great.
this, I would get crucified. I would get crucified. But like he does it, and it's like, oh, fuck, that's a man right there. If I went to work and I was like, yeah, guys, this is my album, they'd be like, you're like, you know what I'm saying? I would get crucified. You see shit on TV, you don't even think, you don't even question it. It's just like, oh, like, yeah, looks great. Like, I would get crucified for doing that.
Yeah.
And-
Well,
and
not if the album sounded this good.
No, you would still, you'd still hear, you'd be like, oh, like, what's wrong with you, dude?
Yeah. Yeah, I really want to know what year this is.
Ugh.
This has got to be early 70s, I'm guessing.
That's so funny.
Yeah, he died in 97 from like alcoholism.
Probably because his friends were making fun of him for
Yeah,
the album
probably.
cover.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just kidding.
No, yeah, this is like one of like the albums that when I came across, when I started really getting into country, and it's funny because country people won't listen to this because like that's not country. I'm like, all right, it's like folk, but like
Right.
it's kind of like come
Right.
on, like it's because you know what, it's slow, like it's soft music,
Okay.
like, you know what I mean, but it's so well written, like
Okay.
oh my god, the lyrics, everything is just such an amazing, like
All
he was
right.
such a genius.
Deal.
He'll never get credit, but
Is this
on
one
this
of
show,
is
he
this is all right? That's great. Is this one of those guys? Well, I don't know how successful or not he was. Is this one of those guys that's not
You know what?
appreciated?
I'll be honest with you. I don't know how successful he was when he was
Okay.
alive. I never heard of him. A lot of people I try to tell him about never heard of him. So I'm going to assume he wasn't that successful.
Like compared to like
compared to the other
household
artists
names.
of the 60s and
Yeah.
70s. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure he, didn't have a problem booking a show, but
Right.
like
Right.
he wasn't a millionaire, you know. what
I
mean?
got you.
He wasn't making that Led
Right.
Zeppelin money.
Right. But to be honest, man, I don't. I think that there's got to be a happy medium. I don't think it's cool to be like Led Zeppelin, I guess, but like there's a lot of shit that comes with being number one and like
Yeah.
being like I don't know how many. I'm like I'm not rich. I have 5 guitars. Imagine if I was a millionaire. Like, what do you do? What do you do with all these guitars, dude? Like, it's just like it's like you can only eat one roast beef like at dinner. Like, you can't, you know, like it's only so
Yeah.
much you can buy.
Yeah. I'm sure they
Um,
waste a lot of it.
You know?
I mean, it would be cool. Well, you know what? I think that's the problem. Like, there kind of is no happy medium. It's like either you make it big, like, you know what I mean? Like,
That's the problem, though. You're always
what's the happy
chasing the
medium?
next thing.
Well, no, but I mean, like, I'm saying realistically, as a musical artist,
Yeah.
where can you live? I mean, what can you do to create yourself $150,000 a year salary?
Mhm.
There is no, like, you know what I mean?
I see what you're saying. You have to make it big, otherwise you're not making money.
It's either not you're making
Yes.
nothing,
Or you're
you're
working,
making a ton
or
of
you're
money.
working, and then you got to go play at the bar.
yeah, but you're not making. Yeah, but I'm
Exactly.
saying you're
No,
still
what
not
I'm saying,
making
like you
anything.
need your
I'm
job.
saying just
Yeah.
off, right? But I'm saying
Yeah.
just off being an artist. Like, listen,
I see
forget
what you're
about
saying.
having another job.
I see what you're saying.
Like, you're
Okay.
either making absolutely nothing,
Got it.
or
Right.
you're making a ton of money. Like, there's no,
That's a good
there's
point.
no, like, there's no.
There's no steady cash flow.
Well, I guess what would it be? I mean, like, who would pay you? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Right. We're not going to pay you to not. We're not going to. We're only going to pay you here's your contract for $10 million because people are going to listen to you. We're not going to pay you $200,000 a year so that like some people can.
Right.
We got to prop you up. If we're going to pay you, we
Right.
have to prop you up.
Well, I'm saying even if you
Otherwise-
wanted to just do it on your own, can you? Like, you know,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? I mean, I guess you can. A lot of artists now, I always ask myself that now, like all these artists who don't sign to major record labels, but they tour constantly. They come out with records.
Yeah.
They're very known in like the real music world as far as people who really love listening to music. So that you kind of like ask yourself, like, I wonder what they're actually making. Like they're not getting paid by a major record label. So they're not getting like these huge deals and they're not playing stadiums. You know, they're playing smaller venues, but they're selling out. I mean, you know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know. I don't know like if they're comfortable or like, cause I've read interviews with like bands who've been in my eyes huge for years and years and years, 30 years. Right. And then, you know, they'll be like, oh yeah, we're calling it quits. You know, we're just getting too old to, you know, we're trying to save more money by lugging our own equipment and we're just too old for this. We're calling it quits. You're like, what? You got to lug your own equipment? Like, what is your profit margin? Like you're touring constantly.
Yeah. That sucks.
World tours. Like, you know what I mean? These guys are going overseas. I'm like, you're not making enough to, you know, to hire a guy to move the
right. Because guess what? That guy needs 150,000 or 100,000.
Well, I mean, not necessarily. I'm sure
you know what? Like, you got to pay.
Yeah, no, 100%. You got to pay the guy.
Yeah.
Right.
Because then it's the same thing. Like if I'm only gonna make, you know, a little bit, like I can't work for you guys. I gotta feed my family.
Well, I think with a job like that, you can like find a guy
for a
college kid or something. Be like, hey, I'll give you. You get to tour with us, and we'll give you, you know, whatever it is, $500 a week.
I see what you're saying. yeah. I guess it's like not an adult,
and it's because you don't need it to be the same. It's they're moving boxes around. You know what I mean? It's not. You don't need it's not like your sound guy. Yeah. But then like that's a whole nother thing. You got to bring a sound guy. You know, I don't really know how the whole industry works. But
I don't know, but I was just thinking like if you're not going to be Led Zeppelin big, because that's the comparison we're using, right. Maybe like you go to like Nashville or something, and you just get like a residency at like a really popular bar, and then you.
But how much is the bar paying you?
Maybe you get good cash flow over there. Like you got to be. It's good. I don't know.
I mean, the bar would have to be. I don't know. I mean, I can't imagine the bar paying you enough that you can live comfortably. Like, you know what I mean?
I really don't know. I wish someone would say like,
there's
what. Yeah, what do they do? Like
I don't think there's an in between. I think it's like if you're a musical artist, like trying to make that your career, like it's basically betting it all on black, and that's it.
It's like basically like acting. Like until you hit it big, you're gonna be like they're like no, like they have this. They're waitressing or they're while they're auditioning for a role, and then until they get that role, they got to hustle. You know,
like I always think there's like these B actors who are kind of like, I guess, making somewhat of a salary by doing like little parts here and there constantly and getting like a check here and there. I feel like there's a little bit more room to do that. Like you go to play at a bar or a restaurant, like what are they paying you for the night? Like
it depends if it's like a Nashville legit
$200.
Yeah, but I'm not talking like you're at dinner with your wife in like a small little place. I'm talking like a big Nashville I don't know, where they got stage and
yeah. No, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But I still feel like if you're the bar, those guys are like a dime a dozen. Like how much are you actually willing to pay them? I know what a lot of people do is like they'll say, we'll charge at the door.
Right.
And then like the band gets like half of what they charge at the door, right? Or something like that. So I don't know. Like I know, like I'm trying to think. So do you ever watch that show, 2.5 Men?
I've seen it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what his job was?
Yeah, he was like wrote jingles.
He wrote jingles.
Yeah.
But he had like a good amount of money. It's pretty rich. I mean, I don't know how much that guy was.
Yeah, he was in Platoon before that.
But
he was in Wall
Street. Yeah.
That would be sick. That would be sick. They don't even make jingles anymore.
But I feel like he's like
an old show
barely working and just kind of like I mean, I guess that's a bad example because he looked like he was making a lot of money at a house on the beach in Malibu. But
Yeah, because he
Guess
was
that's a bad
making those
example.
residuals. But then back to the whole money thing. Like I think that you almost need to be maybe you need to be broke initially because that keeps you hungry. Like
No,
I'm not working as hard on my
I,
music as someone that doesn't
I
have a job. You know what I
I'll
mean?
I'll be honest with you. My perspective about musicians is it just shouldn't be your main job.
Shouldn't.
It should be your artistic outlet.
Oh, I see what you're
Like,
saying.
think of how crazy the world would be, right? Like, how awesome is this if there
Yeah.
was no big record labels, there was no,
Here we go.
there was no stadium shows, there was no like
Right.
on the cover of every magazine, TV. Like, let's
Right.
just everybody who was an artist had a regular job,
Mm-hmm.
but on the weekends they went to your local bar or restaurant and played a show, and you got to go see a great artist. You don't know who it's gonna be, you know.
I'm thinking from like a corporate.
What a
Where's the
world
money in
we
that,
would.
right?
You don't need money. You have a regular job.
No, no. I'm talking about the people that pull the strings. Like we
Yeah,
need
those
to,
are bad people. We
exploit
don't need
you.
those people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, technically, that's what's I'm seeing that at this like hotel that I was going to is like
Yeah, well, that's jazz music.
it's just like
there's no
world.
market for jazz music right now.
Okay, fair enough. But it's just like world class music. Like
Yeah.
I went up to some of them after. I was like, guys, that was so awesome. Thank you. And I'm like, I don't know, like not. They're like, oh, don't. We made mistakes. I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
We
I'm
really
like,
botched
I'm
that
like,
last song.
I'm like, if you made mistakes, I didn't hear any. He's like, oh, there was a few, and I was like, you guys are like, legit,
I
man.
mean, is there any mistakes in jazz? It's all.
Well, that's what he said.
It's all
So I was like, I
improvised.
didn't hear any, but it's just like, anyway, the point is,
He just changed the song a little bit.
the point is, yeah. We meant to do
He
that.
made a new version of the song. That's what I would say.
Yeah,
I'd be
yeah,
like,
we
well, I
meant
was
to do
trying
that.
something new. Did it sound good?
Right. You don't like it's called out of tune.
Right.
No, but like it does exist and you can do that. I just don't know what what the market is or what they're making or how you survive like that or like you're saying they must have a job and this is their art. They're not
Well, I mean, it wouldn't be centered around money anymore. It'd
Yeah.
be completely centered around your artistic expression because it wouldn't matter if you made money off because you have a regular job.
Right,
You're just a
right,
regular person.
right.
You're famous to whoever shows up and likes to see you
Right.
perform.
It's a good
Right?
point.
I'm not saying you can't charge tickets or charge money at the door, but if we're gonna make, gods out of these people, it's ridiculous. You know what I mean? Just so record labels could make money off you, it's old thing's crazy.
Right. I don't get starstruck. I don't know about you. I
get
met
starstruck.
like if you see someone.
Well, I mean, what do you mean by starstruck?
So like I've seen like videos like Michael Jackson concert and people like fainting in front of him and shit.
I'm not gonna faint.
Well, I'm not saying you're gonna faint, but like you said, you're making gods out of these people, and some people like really view them as that, and it's like it's almost like. I mean, this is a little bit down the religious thing, but it's like you can't look at people like that. Like I know you might really like that music, but like,
of course,
relax. Like that's just a person.
Just another person.
It's just a person. Respect the music, but like don't fucking.
Yeah,
You should not be fainting in the
idolization.
presence of another person.
Do not worship false idols.
Right. But it's also like really like come on. Like you can like have respect for the music, but like don't. What I'm trying to think about.
I mean, that's usually like younger people, but yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I don't think anybody, I don't think anybody should be looked at like that. And I don't think people should look at musicians like that. You respect them and like, listen, I've met a lot of famous musicians from just being at concerts, and some people that I was able to shake their hand, and I was very happy to do that and just say a couple words with them for a couple minutes.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wasn't like,
Yeah.
fainting, like, oh my God, like, froze
I'm
up,
frozen.
like, I peed myself. Like, I thought it was great that I was able to either, get their autograph or shake their hands and have a conversation with them or, whatever. But, I mean, that's just, because I appreciate what they do, and I think they're a very talented artist.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I remember the days of growing up with like the the Britney Spears and Backstreet Boys and NSYNC days, and people would go
Well,
crazy.
we were worshiping Britney Spears for different reasons. It wasn't I love your music. It's like, no, you're really hot.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Joe, why are you watching that toxic music video so much? No, I just love the music.
Yeah.
It's
Sex
really-
sells, man. Yeah, no, I don't know. I don't agree with people looking at people like that. I think the whole thing is crazy. But like I said, I don't agree with the whole way the music industry works. Most of the people I listen to aren't, you know, playing big stadium shows, and if they are, it's because they've been around for 30 years and
Right.
probably weren't when those albums came out, like, you know.
So how would you fix if you
can't-
were
I
in
mean, you can't
control? No,
fix
let's
it.
just say you made the rules,
But there's
and we're
no-
starting
there's no-
over. How do you structure music so that it's like
It's not about structuring music though. It's about
The
people selling
entertainment about it, yeah.
themselves. They're selling themselves out because they want more money and they want the fame, they want the fortune. I mean, it's just a way of looking at what music is, right? Like people be like, I love making music, I want to make it my career. Well, there's not really a career in it unless a music label says there's a career for you in it, and then you make a ton of money. But like, you don't have to make it your career. I mean,
Okay.
it could just be something that you do. You know what I mean? Listen, there's plenty of time, like, you know, to write music, you know.
right?
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't, it's just the way it's looked at, right? Like, I think we're in this idea of, oh, I gotta make it big. And it's like,
Right.
for what? Like, I mean, I don't know. You're also chasing a dream, you know?
Right.
I mean, listen, people tell their kids that they could be famous sports stars. It's like, all right, yeah, they could, but it's very unlikely. I
Right.
mean,
Right.
yeah, explain to them how hard that is, and if they
Right.
really want to dedicate their entire life to that one thing,
Right.
you know.
That's a risky thing too, because it's like
Well, all that
I don't know if
stuff,
risky is the right word, but like it's a gamble because it's just like you have one bad game or like one bad injury,
yeah.
and it could be all over.
But also,
you know?
it's another thing where there's no middle ground, right? Like, you can't make money off sports unless you make it to the big league. You can't even
Right.
you can't even make money in the minor leagues. Like,
Right.
they're making nothing in the minor
I
leagues,
guess-
and that's right below the big league. That's
Yeah.
literally right before you get called up.
Yeah.
Like in baseball or hockey, they're making
Yeah.
nothing,
Yeah.
peanuts.
I guess if it's like if you're like you can aspire to be like a really, really good college athlete, so you get like a scholarship, and then recognize that might be it for you. But like, all right, at least I got to play between 19 and 23.
But
or
hopefully you had
something.
a backup plan.
But you're going to school for a reason, maybe.
Right.
But like, yeah, like because
Well-
there's more chances of you landing a spot like that than like I'm gonna be in the NFL or something.
Yeah, right. Of course. There's only a select few who make it, and you know, you got to have a plan B.
Yeah,
But it's just to chase that your entire life and not make it. I mean, it's
that's probably
the problem with,
heartbreaking.
at least the good thing about that is at least you know there's like a time limit on it, like, you know,
Right.
because of your age and because of how the system works. Like,
Mhm.
by a certain time you didn't make it, like you're kind of done.
Yeah,
In
yeah.
music, there's no time.
True,
limit.
true.
You
I
can be
guess
50, like I'm still chasing the dream.
yeah, like this,
Right?
this is gonna take off like next year,
Technically, it could. I mean,
2053.
I would like that stat. How many famous musicians got famous after they turned 50?
Okay. Yeah, that's not bad. I mean, maybe this guy. Where is he? This guy.
No,
No?
when he will. Well, I mean, like, I don't know. I don't know how famous he was. Like I said, I don't know how much money he was making. I
Right.
don't know how famous he was, but I mean, I think he was probably able to survive. you
Well,
know?
he's there,
if they're
and I'm not there, so he did something. But like the sports thing is, I guess with the sports, like, let's just say you make it to 23 and like it doesn't work out for you. You're 23. You could go to school and figure your shit out.
yeah,
Like your life isn't over.
true.
But you're right. Like this is like you could keep like chasing like
Oh,
man,
yeah.
I'm gonna make it.
I'm
just,
almost
like,
there.
One more album.
I'm almost there.
And like I'm not on them. Like God bless you. Like I hope you do. But that's a tough life.
I also think, isn't it more fun when like there isn't the stress of your life behind it? Right?
Yeah, I guess. Like there's a lot of like how do you like this better be a hit.
Yeah,
like how do you do that?
I don't like. I can't
Yeah.
pay my rent. Like,
Yeah. I gotta make.
I hope this one's good so I can pay my rent. this month.
Right. Hey, can you if you work on this chorus, just clean this up? Might actually, I don't know.
Yeah, it's tough. You know, it's a
But I
tough
never
thing.
thought about it.
But
like
if you
that.
already have a job, you'd be like, yeah, I love going out and playing at this place and that place, or writing music in my free
Well,
time, and it's like there's no stress attached to it because
that's-
it's just for fun.
I got to be honest. That's
Right.
kind of how I feel right now because
Yeah.
I'm doing this shit. I'm taking guitar lessons once a week. I'm
Stress-free.
like I don't know if I was here the last time for this, but I did two. I sang at 2 weddings. Did I tell you about that?
Yeah, it was on the podcast.
I forgot. I'm sorry.
I made
you know
shorts out of it.
I didn't
It's got
listen.
1,000 views.
I can't listen to. I hate hearing myself speak.
Yeah, me too. I've never
I
heard an
hate it.
episode. Yeah.
It's embarrassing.
too.
Like I'm like
I think it's a lot of
listened.
people, though.
I
It's a lot of
listened
people.
to the short that you sent me,
Yeah.
and I started sweating
Yeah.
because I'm like, this is so cringy, embarrassing. And I'm gonna listen to this, and maybe I'll be like, oh, all right. At least you're admitting that you're,
Dude,
you know.
when I hear my voice recorded, my main thought is I can't believe other people let me talk.
Yeah, I think you
And
sound.
don't tell me to shut up.
I think
all
you
the
sound
time.
cool. I think I sound. I was rambling last time. I'm probably rambling this time, and I'm like, you idiot. Like this is what I'm saying to myself. I've never I don't really even speak to anybody else like this. I'll talk to myself like this. like I'll never be like, Danny, you're a fucking idiot. Like you sound like a fucking jerk off.
yeah.
But I'll say that to myself.
Yeah. No, yeah. I don't have a problem. It's so funny. Like, I don't really ever have a problem with anybody's voice for the most part.
Yeah.
But mine, like, it's like nails on the chalkboard. I'm like, oh god.
No, yeah. I can't listen to it. But singing, I'm getting around to. I'd rather hear myself sing, and hopefully other people will too. But I'd rather hear myself sing than speak.
But have you ever heard yourself sing? Like,
Yeah, like I've recorded it
you
and like
recorded
played it.
and-
I'm like,
oh,
oh,
okay.
okay, let's say.
It's
I
not
think
bad.
I think I'm hitting that note or whatever. Or that's kind of what I wanted it to sound like.
Yeah.
I just did that studio like that hour. I just did an hour at like a studio, like 20 minutes away. It was awesome, and just recorded on my iPhone, and then I showed the guy that tuned my piano, and he's like, oh, if you want, you could sing that on Friday. And I'm like, so if someone's telling me that I could sing with their band, I can't be that bad. Like that's pretty cool. But there's just
Yeah,
like,
I
but I'm
mean-
also doing 2 singing lessons like a month. I'm gonna up it.
Wow.
I'm gonna try to up it to
Are
like
you still
4.
doing guitar lessons, or you're doing that?
I'm
on your-
doing 4 guitar lessons, 2 singing lessons at Rustic
a month.
a month.
Okay. Wow.
And I'm gonna try to up it, but I'll try to like put it together where it's like I'm not going there 6 separate times. I'll go there like, I'll go there. Well, I mean, I'm not going I'm not going 6 times. I'm just going there 4 times, and I'll stay for an extra 30 minutes for the singing one. But I got to up the singing because it's just like it's an instrument. You have to practice and you have to figure out your range and all this other stuff, and I'm still like figuring it out. But but when I'm sitting there doing, again, I'm sweating, like doing the warm-ups with this guy for the first time, I'm so embarrassed because he's got you going like ooh,
Wait, this is the guy who's
and
tuning
I'm
your
like,
piano?
no, this is my singing instructor. And I'm like
okay.
literally like other people could hear this happening. I'm so embarrassed. And it took like 3 lessons for me to like not sweat during the lesson. Cause I'm just like,
Because it
this
sounds
is so,
silly.
it's crazy.
But where are you at this other people? You're at a place where
I'm
everybody's taking lessons?
at, this is Rustic Music.
So the other people
Udor.
there, but they're taking lessons
But
for
like,
something else.
like the door is closed, but it's not like super soundproof.
Right,
so you
right,
probably
right.
hear me at the front desk. It's so funny, but that's what it is. I guess you gotta. I'm just trying to own it. Is what it is. You gotta like this. All right,
Listen, you obviously like doing it.
because I'm like after a few lessons of that straight, where it's just like like those warm ups I just did.
Yeah.
I was like, so like when do I get to sing Pearl Jam? Like, and he's like, we're getting there. We just gotta like figure out your range.
I always ask myself though, are they considered like? Do you think they took singing lessons? Like, I mean, those aren't like
Maybe not.
singers. Like,
Maybe
they're
not.
like
Well,
rock
he
band
hits
singers.
he hits some notes in there, and like maybe he never took lessons, but like I might have to take lessons to be able to do what he's
All right,
doing.
So what I'm asking is,
Yeah.
let's say the year that the first Pearl Jam album came out,
Yeah.
before it came out, he went on American Idol.
Okay.
Would he have like? Would they have been like, "Oh, you're terrible"?
I see what
like,
you're
you
saying.
understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, like
You're saying
I
he's
see what you're
great.
saying.
Yeah, Pearl Jam is great, but I mean, like, as far as singers go, on
No, I know
like
what you're
a
saying.
basis,
well,
you know what I mean?
that just goes to show you my level, Danny. Because
I don't know your
I'm
level.
no, what I'm trying to say is like you're right. They're not.
I don't
winning.
know. Maybe they are. Maybe
I don't think he would have won American Idol.
not one, but I'm saying
because
at the first audition, when he made it to the next level.
They might have made fun of him.
That's my point.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe he would have
Yeah.
killed it. They would have been like, this guy's amazing.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's hard
Yeah.
to compare it to like other types of singing, like, you know, where
Right.
they're actual
Right.
singers. So it's always weird to me with like that rock stuff. I'm like, I mean, like, I feel like that was just a regular guy who like got behind a mic
Good point.
and his voice sounded good.
Good
man.
point.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
Right. That's
I don't
why,
know.
like, I'm not.
But then when you've been doing it your whole life, you'd be like, well, he's got to have picked up some stuff along the way.
Maybe you're right. You're right. That's why, like, with like Pearl Jam, like, I'm not. You know, I'm trying to think of the Whitney Houston in male form, but like, I'm
Right.
not. That's not what I'm doing. So it's like I'm not really in my head shooting for the stars. So I'm kind of like, I'm like trying to climb this mountain. Let's see if we can make something of this. I don't know. Maybe I'll. Maybe.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what's your end goal here?
My end goal. So like, I'm just having fun with it right now. But like, I'm just open to like wherever this is kind of taking me. So like,
Well, I'm
I
saying
went
you're not trying to go for American Idol or anything like that, right?
No, they'll make fun of me. I don't know. No, I don't think because
You
my
have to.
range isn't American Idol.
Well, okay.
While
all right.
like I'm not.
I don't know.
I think. All right. What's the goal?
Well, I'm saying like,
There's always-
I want to
you-
be able to
you
play
keep-
with a band, or I want
Yes.
to be able to.
I want to be able to like have my guitar.
Yeah.
And show up at like an open mic or be in some sort of bar scene
Mhm.
and like jam out, either go solo or jam out with like the band.
Mhm.
And people aren't like, this guy sucks. That's my goal. That goalpost is 100% going to change, but right now that's what it is, because just getting out of my comfort zone to be able to even like sit down next to somebody and sing next to them,
Mhm.
and then go the extra step and take a singing lesson. It's like, I feel like I'm kind of an introvert that's like forcing myself to be an extrovert. I don't want, like, I'm very uncomfortable doing this. Like, it's not easy. I feel like people that are extroverts, like, this is easy.
I don't know if I believe you.
What do you think?
Well, no, because
I don't know.
Well,
Because it's
no.
very.
Yeah, but
if I was an
Joe,
extrovert,
you've tried to go on TV shows. You're obviously somewhat extrovert.
I appreciate that. But if I was an extrovert, I feel like I wouldn't be sweating when I do these things.
No, I don't think that has to do with being an introvert.
You know
or
what I mean?
extrovert. I think that's just like the uncertainness of
Yeah.
how you sound.
Yeah.
I think the nervousness is like the new feeling. I
Maybe.
haven't done this
Maybe.
before. I'm not sure how this is gonna go, type of thing. Because I mean, I would say if you were an introvert, you wouldn't even attempt it. Like you wouldn't.
That's
even
why.
be like, well, you'd be like, I could never
no,
do
no.
that.
I agree with what you're saying. I agree with what you're saying. It's just like, I feel like it's such a grind that it makes me wonder like how much of this is a fight to do this. Maybe it's a good thing. I don't know. Maybe it's like just
Yeah,
is just,
I mean, well, that's why I asked what your end goal was, because at least
Yeah.
you have a goal in
So-
mind. You're like, oh, I'm doing this so I could do this.
So when I started
Like,
guitar,
you
it
know
was
what I
like I just wanted to be able to play chords, like play chords, be able to transition. And now a year later, all right, I want to be able to arpeggiate the chords and like make it sound like more folky. Because I just got into like Gordon Lightfoot, like I said, this is like all new in the last couple months. So it's like the goalpost is changing, but I have to like remind myself, like, remember, like, you couldn't do any of this like 9 months ago. So like you're doing pretty good. Like you have to like,
Right.
because
Oh, yeah,
you have to like
yeah.
you have to like reel it in. Otherwise, you're not happy unless you're number one. And we get back to that, you know. So I'm trying to like
Yeah.
kind of be happy in the moment and with the small progress
You
I'm
have
making
to
right
be
now.
right. You have to be happy
Yeah.
with what you're accomplishing at whatever rate you're accomplishing it. You know what I mean? As long as you're moving in the right direction.
Yeah.
You know.
And it's honestly, it's a blessing, because like, you know, just to be able to pick up a guitar now and just like like I could sit with the guitar for like a couple hours and just like, you know, maybe I know 30 chords, and you could run with those 30 chords a bunch of different ways for hours. I stopped watching TV pretty much. Like I'm just like playing music in my off time. It's so much fun. But you need to like unlock that to get there. Like you can't play for 3 hours if you know 2 chords. You could practice you can practice the same 2 chords for 3 hours, but you know what I mean? It's not as enjoyable. So I suggest like, and then like I said earlier, you have like an appreciation for when people are like really pros. That's
Oh, yeah,
where I'm
yeah.
getting now. It's
Well,
like,
you're also
whoa.
probably listening to music differently because you're picking up the different sounds because you know like how exactly those sounds are made. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Well, I'm looking at the
Or at least for the
guitarist.
guitar.
I'm looking at
You
the
know what I mean?
guitarist's hands, like how what chords is he playing? How is he even doing that? You know, like, oh, it's so fast. Like the transitions are fast. Um, yeah, but still super novice. And yeah, I wish I got into it sooner, but I'm glad that I'm glad I'm doing it now though. It's fun.
Yeah. It's a lot of things I wish I did sooner, but
Yeah.
you'd be happy with what you got.
Yeah, but maybe I'll be 50 and I'm just gonna Photoshop my face. I'm just gonna have that album cover.
It's a pretty crazy album cover, right? We always saw. What was the other one I was just looking at? Oh, I had to move it. No, it was like one of the old Black Sabbath covers. They all looked so young and crazy.
And before we like totally end, because I don't want to keep you, but I just noticed the snake is the cover for that album, the
Private music.
Private Music.
Yeah.
That's another religious thing.
Yeah.
Like escaping the snake, which symbolizes like the devil.
Right.
I
The
just
serpent.
noticed that. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what the relation to the snake is. I know that obviously the snake or serpents are referenced
Yeah,
many times.
but for such a religious album, that's gotta be.
I mean,
This
I
has
don't
to
know
be
if
a
the whole
biblical
album is religious.
reference.
I mean, maybe, I don't know. I got to look into it more, I guess. I mean, I know that song in particular
Yeah.
was definitely biblical, but I'm not sure about the rest of the songs.
I'm not saying it's like a Christian rock album. I'm just saying like there are
It
those
could be.
like
I looked
tones.
I looked
undertones.
up if there was a reference to a white snake in the Bible, and there's not. But there's
Right.
multiple references to snakes. There's also the story. What was it when Moses that all his people were falling ill, and God told him to put a snake on the stick and raise the snake up, and told him, if you look at the snake, you will be healed.
I didn't know that.
Which
story.
is also the EMS symbol.
Yeah.
Stand for the snake. That's where that comes from. Yeah. So I mean, there's
I
a
didn't know
bunch of
that.
different things that could.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Well, it's cool, man.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me on. I really appreciate it.
No, dude.
I
Of course,
think
anytime.
that next time you could cut this out or not.
Okay.
I feel guilty.
Guilty what?
I thought I was losing you when I was going through my shit. Like, and I'm like, oh man, I gotta tone this down.
No.
I feel
I
bad.
mean, well,
because like I have so much more too, but it's like I didn't want to. I didn't want to be like
what you should
read it off like this.
What you should do is
I need to figure it out.
Find like what you really want to. Like you're just like analyzing the whole thing, and then you're like, okay, well, there's this and this. Like,
I gotta.
You should analyze the whole thing and be like, okay, I really want to talk about this. I really want to talk about this, and then like you can kind of like organize your thoughts better, and then
that'd be
pull
better.
out that instead of like trying to search through what's interesting or whatever.
Maybe 1 or 2 songs tops.
Yeah,
like this instead of like 8, because like that was like
sure.
I enjoyed doing it. I just don't want you to hate me. So.
We could do we'll do, if it's easier for you, we'll do 2 albums, and then we'll pick 1 song on each album to do.
Yeah.
And then you can give me a deep dive on that one song.
I love it.
If that's a little bit more fun. I'm not the one giving homework, so I don't care what you do, but if I know you like doing this, obviously, so we'll make it a little bit easier and just do 2. I don't care.
Okay.
I'm cool with whatever. I figured if I did like 3, it gave like maybe a sense of the whole album instead of just 1 song. Well, you're kind of like an overview, but
what's funny,
doesn't really matter.
You're built like that for like just absorbing albums, right? You saw my, like when I was trying to suggest music to you, it's just random fucking songs.
Yeah.
So I don't absorb albums. Like that's just not how I'm built right now. So like to do 3 albums, it's like I really had to like buckle down and just like listen to 3 albums for like 2 weeks. You know what I mean? Okay. Whereas like I'm just like literally shuffle every day. Shuffle.
But how many songs are in that
in my library,
Yeah.
I don't know, like maybe 2000, and I'm just like shuffle and like and
So
and if
what
I
do
don't,
you-
if
you
I'm not
just-
in the mood for that one that I shuffled to, I'll go to the next one. I'm like, oh yeah, let's go. And
But
then
you just sent me random pictures of that.
that
2000.
was my recently
Oh,
played
okay.
playlist.
I was gonna say how.
So you saw, but it was recently played playlist, but it was
Okay.
all like random.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I knew it was random, but
Yeah.
I thought you were just like, because
Yeah.
I'm like, this is only 4 pictures. That's not even.
Yeah,
That's 40 songs out of
I know.
2000. Like,
yeah. Those, because like I said, it's shuffle, but like
yeah.
those are the ones that I was actually like listening to from start to finish of the play. Anyway, but it's funny because like I'll be in the gym and you think it's like, you know, Deftones, My Own Summer, and it's like I'm listening to like jazz music,
Yeah.
and I'm like, yeah, like let's go.
Listen,
Depends.
man, I would love to do a jazz episode. This way you don't have to do any lyrics.
That was good. That was good. So with
You're like,
that,
okay, drums, saxophone, bass, saxophone.
that was good. You got me.
No, yeah, you know what it
Deal.
is? It's to me, jazz is something that I love to listen to, but I don't know like anything about the history of the art. Like I know
Yeah.
artists' names.
I'll
Like,
brush up on
For
some
me,
stuff.
like I'll just like throw a jazz album on and enjoy it.
Yeah.
But I don't really know anything about it. You know,
Yeah.
it's almost like wine. Like
Yeah.
I'll drink wine with you all night. I love it, but I don't know the first thing about. Like,
Yeah.
don't ask me what this is and where it came
Yeah,
from and what
same.
year. Like, you know what I mean?
Same.
That's kind of what it is with me and jazz music. Like, I love listening to jazz music.
Yeah.
I'll put a jazz on anytime.
Yeah.
I have a deep appreciation for it, but I just don't know that much about it. So, if we do an episode, maybe it'll prompt me to dig a little bit deeper.
Sure.
I know I tried to dig a little deep like a year ago. I bought a couple jazz. I bought new copies of old jazz albums. Yeah. So
Yeah,
maybe we could do that or
I'll
something. I don't know. Whatever you want to do. You want to do folk? We do folk.
listen. I'll come back. We could do whatever you want, but I'll send you some stuff from my jazz history course that I took, and you could go into that if you want. And then, yeah, like folk, if you want to do some folk music, whatever. I
Yeah.
wish I could play something. I want to play something for you, but I don't know if you got like copyright issues on.
Oh, if you're playing it, there's no copyright. The copyright issue is like I can't play
can't
actual
play it.
music.
Oh shit!
I mean, technically, I probably could right now, but like, let's say the video
Mm,
became big or something, then they would tell me to take it down
Got
because you're not allowed to play
Yeah.
somebody else's music without their permission and blah
I
blah
see.
blah.
all right. Well, maybe next time I could bring my guitar and I'll have like
you can play whatever you
I'll
want.
have,
I mean.
but it would be something I didn't write.
No, no,
Oh.
that doesn't matter. You can cover. Covers don't matter. Like
Last
you go on
time-
YouTube, there's a million
Last time,
covers.
right? Last time I was here, it's probably a good thing I didn't play it because I wasn't like.
Well, we would have been able to
But-
compare.
But I was like practicing. We went over Pink Floyd, right?
Yeah,
so I was
the
gonna
Dark
try.
Side of the
I was
Moon,
gonna
yeah.
try
Yeah.
Time. Yeah. Oh, nice. Sweet. I was gonna. I think I was working on Breathe, and
Okay.
Time,
And time. Okay.
and I think I have it down better now. But all right, cool. I'll bring my guitar next time.
Sure. Whatever you want to do,
I'll,
man. Sure.
All right, sweet. I'll embarrass myself. Nice.
I'm only giving you like 10, 15 minutes.
like,
Listen up here.
like you have to go for 15 minutes.
An hour. No. I mean, like, I was saying, like, if you just
Oh.
wanted to keep playing,
Oh.
it's just like an hour of you playing guitar on my podcast.
That's
Wait, I got another one. This is my big debut. No, yeah, I wouldn't
Yeah.
care. You can play
Sweet.
whatever you want. It doesn't matter.
all right. Awesome.
I think that would be cool to have on. You'd be the first. Did you get a sticker? Did I give you a sticker?
No,
last time?
I
Here,
don't
you
have
got
a sticker.
Here.
Yes.
Well, that one's Ben's. Here, take that one.
Thank you. Sweet.
Yeah, you'd be the first person playing live music.
We'll
on
see.
there.
You have like you're fully booked now. Is it too important for me? So you're gonna have.
No, I'm not fully booked. I'm steadily gaining people who
love it.
who want to come on, and it's becoming interesting. It's interesting to see where it goes. The next couple of weeks are going to be interesting, but yeah, dude,
Yeah.
you let me know anytime.
Yeah, I'm around.
We'll probably set the next one up for after I come back. So, if you want to do another one, we'll do it maybe end of April or May or something like that. I don't know how much time you need in between these. But yeah, no, just let me know. Just say you want to come back on.
I'm
We'll,
gonna
we'll set up.
be.
We'll do jazz or folk, whatever you want to do.
Yeah,
You could
I'll-
bring your guitar.
I'll
We'll have a party.
we'll set it up. We'll set it up. I'm
Yeah,
down.
yeah, of course. No rush. Thank you, Joe. Appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
Man.
Thanks for having me, buddy.